All right, we are here for the season 2 of RDL week 2 recap, and I'm here with the coach of the Tenta-Cools, the best team in RDL. Say hi.
Oh, hi. I mean, best. I mean, I'm not doing
Arguably
very.
the best when you have
I'm
Flutter,
not
Great
doing
Test, and
very
Torkoal.
good.
Okay, you,
Doesn't
you
mean I'm
you had to
very good.
face. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But arguably the best on paper. Um, and we're gonna go through week 2 of the games that happened and try to give some 2 cents, any advice, and then whatever Phil wants to do. We'll go with that. But first on the list is the Breloom Bambinos versus the Juicy Jellicents. Um,
Unfortunate for anyone that has to face Daniel.
yeah. When you look at the team of the Bambinos, it's just so thick. And
Just yeah.
the Arctivish
Yeah, and the
Regenerator
Silver.
combo.
Oh my goodness, I know it all too well.
Yeah, you have to face that week 1, and unfortunately took a loss. But I mean, in week 2, we'll get to your game. You did end up winning, which is good. So, not 2 losses in a row. But yeah, unfortunate for GC Jellicent. Just Arctivish just wrecks the an amazing defensive Pokemon in Galarian Wheezing. So I mean, what is he supposed
Yeah,
to do?
yeah, and that the Slush Rush with the chilly reception from that Slow King just it's dangerous. Once he sets that up, and once he figured out that his what was it that couldn't take it, the Como,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Once he got rid of that, it just swept. Arctivish just swept the whole thing.
Yeah. So very high differential in 9. Just clean up game for Arctivish, and we definitely know the power of Arctivish.
Yeah.
Game 2, PoffMons versus the Moscow Mews, and this was Melmetal's game.
Oh, double Iron Bash. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it flinched him on, because he had Trick Room set up, so it went first, and it got a flinch as well.
Oh gosh, that thing
Um,
is a problem.
yeah, I don't think I have Poff's updated trades on this sheet, but if I look at it, yeah, so he got Masquerain for Aggron. So that's a trade that he went through, because he already has a rock type and a steel type. So getting Masquerain would be good for Intimidators. Wait, yeah. And then he also got Roserade instead of Hisuian Typhlosion. So that's
He should
things.
start bringing the revival blessing Pokemon he's got on that in that back burner right there.
Yeah, I think he brought it week 1, if I remember correctly.
Was it?
Yeah,
I don't remember it.
I think it might have. Um, and then Juicy Jellicent, about the guy we talked about the first game, went from Porygon Z normal Terra to Terra normal Como. So that's his new update.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just Melmetal time, and not much you can do about
Yeah.
it.
Not much you can do about it.
No, but then we move on to your game, Tentacle versus the Sigiliphs. You want to talk about that game?
Uh, I mean, obviously, I did end up taking the win, but it was very close. I had some mistakes, as always. Not not very good at that, but but I mean, I was able to take the win out of it, so I don't complain of that right there.
Yeah, 2-0 with the 4 differential is nothing to complain about. And getting a win off a team that had an insane differential in the first week, um, to kind of tie up
Yeah.
both of your guys' records is good.
Oh yeah. I agree with that. I mean, the differential is still there, so she's still ahead of me, but I'm catching up.
Yeah, we take wins where we can get them. Next
Exactly.
match, Cyndaquils versus the Ludilocos. This is the game that I had a brain aneurysm. So I helped the Ludilocos prep, and been trying to do things differently and have different ideas. And so I had him bring Choice Band, Hitmontop with Mach Punch. Adamant, Technician, Mach Punch does minimum 60% to everyone on this top half of the Cyndaquils except for Golden Go. And, you know, I told him, if a Mon dies, and it's, you know, one of the Mons except for Golden Go, Gardevoir, Veluza, you go Hitmontop, you click Mach Punch. You probably OHKO it, if 2-KO it. He OHKO'd the Chi-Yu, 60% to Aerodactyl, so much damage, and every time he wouldn't go Hitmontop.
Yeah, I know. That was a frustrating game to watch for sure. Especially with you screaming in the background. He's like, I told him, I told him.
Yeah, it definitely hurt, but you know what? He pulled out the win. Uh, you know, Choice Band, Hitmontop did go ham still, even with him not, you know, putting it in. Still got a lot of kills, and Eevee Light Bisharp was something that ate an earthquake from Mega Aerodactyl, which was crazy.
Yeah, dude. Bisharp's a good mon altogether.
Yeah, that was something that I was very impressed by. But he pulled out the win after the loss in the first week, so he's 1-1 as well, um, which was really good.
I mean, you take the wins where you can get them, right?
Yep. Oh yeah. Next we got Adam and Eevee and the Dubwools. Um, you know,
I don't think I watched this one.
let's see. I
Don't
put in the
remember.
trades, but I don't think he had these trades for um, that week. I think he still had a Meowscarada and Galarian Slowbro for the Glim and Zygarde. Um, but he just took care of business. Um,
Yeah.
Adam and Eevee really didn't have any answers. Kind of squishy. Um, and just easily took care of business in a 2-0. There wasn't much that I kind of remember from this match. It was just pretty clean on the doubles part.
Yeah, I don't think I watched it if I remember correctly, and if I can really add too much into it.
Yeah, I think it was just clean by him, and I think he won the first. No, he played the Mews, so, you know, again, tying up his record. Always a fan of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have like what a five-way tie in the middle,
Yeah.
all at
Oh yeah.
1-1.
Oh yeah. Next match we got me, the last minute Linoones versus the Dubious Dittos, who probably second best team in the draft with Marshadow and Terragrass Rillaboom.
Oh yeah.
Um, Banger of a team. And of all the things that could have taken on the Rillaboom, it was Sap Sipper Azumarill. That thing, you know, Rillaboom kills everything else on every other team. You know, maybe not Tangrowth, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But a water type taking on Rillaboom did its job.
With Sapsipper, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you have for against it? I don't think I watched one of those matches, but yeah, the Azumarill with that Sapsipper really is a with that you if you can predict that switch in, which I'm pretty sure you did, was just like, what can you do against that?
Yeah.
And grass is effective, it's immune.
Yeah, game two, I ended up pulling the switch at the end to kind of clutch up. Um, Game one, I was very close to losing. I thought I was going to lose. And I luckily, you know, snuck away with the win. Spectrier, because it was Expert Belt Marshadow, and I knocked it off. And then Spectrier got the very fortunate roll on living on 1% from a Shadow Sneak
Ooh, yeah.
to kill that. So, or else I would have died. Um,
That's just those 1% to keep alive on that 1%.
yep.
Oh, it's such a good feeling.
Yep, and Cinderace went ham again. Cinderace is a great bring, but I definitely snuck out a victory. It wasn't one sided at all. It was, you know, 2-0 is kind of deceiving. It was very very close.
Yeah, that's sometimes that is the case. Like both matches are really close, but so it can be deceiving, really.
Yeah, and the last match for us is the Picnicker Morpekos versus PikaJew. And this was the game that Mega Altaria went absolutely ham, and it was actually really good to see.
Yes, it did.
Just
I mean, the
D-dance up
Pikachu,
and yeah.
yeah, Pikachu didn't really have an answer for it at some points. It was just like, just got that D-dance up and just swept
Yeah. Um,
right through it.
yeah, and Blissey was kind of set up fodder for Altaria, even though it's a good bring because you got Zorba, Kasui, and Prim. Um, just the other side of it. Just yeah, Mega Altaria
Yeah,
went ham. That's
I remember that. I remember watching that, and he just like he put that Blissey in front of that Altaria, and then it just like after he roosted and Dragon danced, it just like Blissey was soft boiling for him, basically just like set me up, and then just after that it was like you can't do anything to stop it now.
yeah. No, and yeah, it was really good to see. Picnicker Morpekos playing me last minute Linoones in week one, and I won that. So coming back here to get a 2-0 victory, especially an 8 differential, which is pretty solid. Is very good to see.
Yeah,
And
that is a good thing to see.
yeah, so to round everything out, we got the Moscow Mews in first place with insane differential, with 20 differential. Um, yeah, me the last minute Linoones and the Breloom Bambinos. All of us are 2-0. Me and the Bambinos are tied at 14 differential. Then we got an insane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-way tie, 1-1. And then we got,
Eight-way tie.
yeah. I mean, differential ranges between -7 and +7, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
know I'm at that negative. I know I'm at that -1. So I'm looking to change
yeah,
it.
yeah. And looking ahead into your week 3 matchup against the Cyndaquils, you wanna kind of give any thoughts or anything before you play that match?
I mean, I got a solid strategy going. I'm not going to give away anything right now. I mean, I don't know when this will come out, but it'll be what it'll be. But I got a solid strategy, and I'm feeling pretty good. If the Cyndaquils keeps doing what the Cyndaquils doing, I think I have a pretty solid answer for it.
Cool, good to hear. And yeah, I face Juicy Jellicent. I'm prepped and ready, so whenever that guy wants to play, I'm ready, and we'll see how that game goes. But all right, that'll wrap it up for the week 2 recap. We will see you in week 3.